cover topics such as things you need to do before you graduate. Oh no, my camera's gonna fall! It's like my third time filming this from start to end, so I'm just gonna eat. Hi, so my name is Mai, and I created some university guides for York University here and here. I also created 11 other university guides for these universities, so you can just check them out on my website, advicewithmai.com, and there are other articles that I've written for study tips, exam tips, and all those things for university students. But yeah, I just wanted to create these university guides and support and all that for students because I think it's a very stressful time and there's so many things going on, so I just wanted to make it easy for students and have it all in one place. So just a little bit background story is I graduated from the University of Waterloo in biology, and I was the first one to go to university from my family, so I was very lost, confused. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea that there was different advisors for different things. So just learning from my experience, I wanted to just help other university students just make the most out of their experience and just know that there are so many helpful resources and support team to help you be successful in your academic years. So just remember that these videos are only from 1 to 2 or a few students. It's not an accurate representation of the program or the reputation of the university, so just keep that in mind, do your own research. At the end of the day, it's up to you to make the most out of your experience. But yeah, let's just get started. So the topics that I'll be covering today are academic resources, career support, financial aid, mental health, volunteering student life, as well as the social life at York University. For academic resources, I just wanted to highlight 3 different topics or 3 different sources that you should check out. So the first one is Student Life York, and they have a great YouTube channel, especially the York 101 series, where they cover topics such as enrolling in courses, course code, transportation tips, study tips, and it's very quick and easy and it's very informative, so I will link their YouTube channel down below. The next one is Student Community and Leadership Development. What I really like about their website and what they've done is that they have a bunch of articles that are relevant to students, as well as additional resources and PDFs for you to do additional researching and self-learning. So what I like here, as you can see on their website, is that they have different pathways and different topics that they cover. So for example, time management, skills you need to succeed in class, and then what to do about it. And one article that I found was the 6 study strategies. So you can see the different kind of topics and you can learn more about them. There's videos, they have topics about online learning, and then they include kind of additional tips and tricks, and it's very quick and easy and all in one spot. So that's for student community and leadership development. And the next one is the website for current students that are attending York University. What I like that you can see here is from their header, they kind of include information that would be relevant to you throughout your York University experience. So for example, academic advising, test scheduling, managing your academic record. But what I really wanted to highlight about their website is how they kind of cover all these topics in one easy place and click. It's like a one-stop shop. What you can see here is, they have academic support, financial support, student life, community, and career education and development. And what they've done is they've actually summarized the most important resources and most important things all in one spot. So you can see here for academic success, they have kind of like a description of everything. And then for financial support, they talk about OSAP and bursaries, and then your mental health has like the information and contact information. So I think that's helpful for you throughout your years in York University because they kind of have all the stuff that you need for your academics all in one spot. So my overall advice for academics at York University is to check out the York 101 series, look at the student community and leadership development page, and then obviously the current website for York University students. I think all of it has information that you never really know what you may need. For example, on the website for current York University students, they have information of what you need to do before you graduate. So these are kind of information that will be helpful for you throughout your university years. So the next topic that I wanted to cover is the career support at York University. So from my research that I've done for other universities in Canada, I think York University has done a really great job to showcase the different topics and different things that you need to think about when you're planning your career. So what I really liked about their career center or their career hub at York University, they talk about the major topics that you would be facing when you're planning your career. So for example, learning about yourself, exploring your options, finding opportunities, as well as how to have success on the job. So if you look at their website, it actually is very simple to use, and definitely recommend that you check it out. So when you, for example, when you click on learn about myself and you click on the link here, you can see here they have different topics that are very important. So for example, wondering about your career options, do you need to build more of your skills and experience, thinking about grad school, looking for a job. So when you click on this, you can find more information and links and helpful additional resources. So for example, complete a career test or self-assessment. You can see the kind of all the different testings that you can do to learn more about your strengths and weaknesses. There's even topics such as reflecting on your experience or working from a job, like a part-time job, leveraging your part-time or summer job, finding a volunteer placement that meets your needs. So what I really like is that they have important questions to ask yourself, to think about when you are looking for a volunteer job, how to sell yourself, so it showcases your transferable skills and all those things. So I highly recommend that you take a chance to look at this when you have a chance. So my overall advice for career is these are things that will definitely help you be more successful after university. I know resume or cover letters are a continuous process, but try to find people in the university to give you critique, to attend resume workshops so that you can articulate yourself throughout the university years, and that will help you secure, more likely to help you secure a full-time job once you graduate. So the next topic that we're going to cover is the financial support and financial aid at York University. So Student Financial Services, which I will include the link in the description below, has information about scholarships, bursaries, OSAP, and all that for current university students, graduate, as well as prospective. And I think it's really good to understand if you're eligible for certain scholarships or for bursaries. And they also have financial advising at York University, which I think is helpful for you to start becoming familiarized with technical or financial terms, because OSAP and repaying the student loans is important to know, but also budgeting and understanding your tuition and all that. What I really like that they did was they actually have a whole financial planning document. And I know financial literacy and all that can be really boring, but it's a document that's only 5 pages, and they talk about different financial topics, so such as knowing the cost, the difference between tuition and supplementary fees, or OSAP, and what does that look like, what does that mean, and then other financial aid, as well as scholarships and jobs on campus, and like how to conduct a budget. So I think if you're overwhelmed or there's too many information, I think this document is a really great summary to help you get started. So the next item that I want to mention are grocery and student discounts. So just make sure you do your research and double check, because things are constantly changing. So for Canadian Superstore, it's 10% off every Tuesday if you have a PC Optimum membership. Then for Metro, it's 10% off every Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the York Federation of Students, they have some great online codes that you can check. So Control V, Wet n Wild Toronto, Royal Ontario Museum, as well as other student discounts that they're always updating and providing you. So my overall advice for financial aid is just attend and talk to a financial advisor, start thinking about budgeting, or start having those conversations with people just to become familiarized and not be too overwhelmed when school is over. So the Student Counselling, Health and Well-being, they actually have general resources for these topics. So for example, if you are facing any racial issues, if you are having trouble sleeping, overuse of drugs or alcohol, and just a lot of resources and articles that you can complete or you can do for some self-exploration. But I guess my overall mental health advice is definitely reach out to your peers or to a professional, because university life is very stressful. There are so many things that students have to worry about, and I can only imagine what you're going through. So try to reach out to someone, talk to your peer, and you never know how much it'll be helpful, or at least they can connect you to the right people and the right resources. So for volunteering, York University has about 250 clubs, and there are so many different types of clubs that you can't possibly imagine. So I'm including a list here of some examples of clubs that you can find. So for example, in spiritual, religious clubs, dancing, music, video games, all sorts of initiatives. So I would recommend you try at least 1 or 2 per semester or every year, just to see and build your resume, cultivate your speech, to build your resume, or to work on your strengths and weaknesses, and then just to also genuinely network with people. I think it's a great way to meet other people, and you'll be surprised by the friends that you'll make. I wanted to give a shout out to It's Wynette's video. She actually did an interview with a Ryerson student, York University student, as well as a Guelph student. So the York student, he's a concurrent education student, and he talks about his experience on campus, transportation, his program, what student life is like, and I think it's just a really great insight from someone who goes to York University. So my overall advice for volunteering in student life is just, it's ultimately up to you to make the most of the experience. So try to join a new club if you can, because that's how you would differentiate yourself from others, and also to learn more about yourself throughout the semester. The last topic that we'll be talking about today is the social life at York University. So I wanted to give a shout out to It's Milkman TV. He has 2 great videos where the first one, he ranks the social life amongst different Ontario or Canadian universities, and the second one, he actually does a lot of interviews with other York University students. So it's just a great insight to see what other students think about. But yeah, just remember that at the end of the day, it is up to you, and you never really know. Give people a chance, put yourself out there, and you'll be surprised by the people that you will meet. So to summarize, my overall advice for York University is for the academic support to check out student community and leadership development for the articles and resources that they have. For the career one, definitely check out and work on your resume, talk to an advisor, work on your skills, and look at the different topics that they cover, because those are topics that you'll definitely face in your life, and it's important to really think about and really plan your career and know exactly, or at least start thinking about what you want and the impact that you want to make. And then in terms of finance, speak to a financial advisor, or at least start talking about those things, because student loans, OSAP, funding your education, it could be very difficult, it's very expensive. So I definitely think you should make the most out of the university resources, or at least any fundings that they may have for students. For in terms of mental health, just reach out to someone, or at least talk to a professional. I know that when I graduated from University of Waterloo, a lot of services cost money, so at least talk to your peers or reach out to the student services to see what kind of support you may have that is part of your tuition. It doesn't cost too much money. And then in terms of like volunteering and social life, you will be surprised if you just be open to people, be nice, and then you'll meet like-minded individuals or people that you genuinely just connect with. So yeah, that is my overall advice for York University. Just remember that my guides here, part 1 and part 2, has a lot more information about housing, transportation, things to do in York, jobs on campus, and a lot more. So I will include the link in my bio, and you can also find the guides on my advicewithmine.com. But thank you so much for checking it out, and bye, see you soon.